In the chapter 3, sage Ashtavakra tests the depth of realization in his student, King Janak. Sage Ashtavakra said, even after hearing that the self is pure consciousness, supremely beautiful, how can one yet be deeply entangled in sensuous objects and thus become impure? Now, let us embark on a journey together to understand and experience this verse first with the help of a story. Sophie, a dedicated meditator, often found solace in her serene meditation room filled with aromatic incense and calming music. The quieter you become, the more you can hear, said Ram Dass, but Sophie began to realize that her sensory environment might actually be a hindrance to deeper silence. Engaging with non-dual teachings, Sophie questioned the dichotomy between her knowledge and actions. The words of Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj struck her. Wisdom tells me I am nothing. Love tells me I am everything. Between the two, my life flows. Sophie pondered whether her sensory aids were clouding her realization of the self. As she prepared for her next meditation session, Sophie reflected on the nature of impurity. When you find peace within yourself, you become the kind of person who can live at peace with others, said Peace Pilgrim. Sophie understood that the allure of her sensory environment could agitate her mind and veil her true self. During meditation, Sophie had moments of grasping the illusory nature of beauty. Everything that is made beautiful and fair and lovely is made for the eye of one who sees, said Rumi. She realized that the aromatic incense and calming music, while beautiful, were illusory compared to the self. Ultimately, Sophie understood the trap of sensory pleasure and the role of agitation in self-realization. To enjoy good health, to bring true happiness to one's family, to bring peace to all, one must first discipline and control one's own mind, stated Buddha. Sophie found her deepest insights in the stillness that transcended any sensory aid. Now let us move on to a simple meditation practice based on this story. Imagine yourself in a serene meditation space, much like Sophie's. Recognize that intellectual understanding alone is not enough. As you exhale, mentally remove each sensory aid in your imagined space, seeking to align your actions with your understanding. Visualize the aromatic incense and calming music in Sophie's meditation room. Acknowledge that these sensory aids, though comforting, can create mental agitations. See the incense smoke fading and the music quieting down in your mind, clearing the way for a purer state of being. Think of the sensory elements you find beautiful, much like Sophie did with her incense and music. Realize that these are illusory compared to the self. As you breathe, let these elements dissolve, allowing the true beauty of yourself to emerge. Reflect on your sensory pleasures, considering how they might entangle you. Acknowledge that these sensory experiences are traps, just as Sophie did. Visualize cutting these entanglements one by one, allowing yourself to be free. Finally, bring awareness to your own mental agitations. Understand, like Sophie, that these agitations obstruct your clear vision of the self. Picture these agitations transforming into calm ripples on a lake, settling your mind and opening the way to true self-realization. Align your actions with your intellectual understanding, moving beyond mere knowledge. Replace sensory aids with a purer state of mind, unclouded by external elements. Remember to let go of the illusory beauty of the material world, focusing on the true beauty of the self. Assert that you sever the entanglements of sensory pleasures that hinder your progress towards self-realization. Realize that transform mental agitations into calmness, clearing the way for a true vision of the self. As you conclude, carry the understanding of your unconditioned nature and interconnectedness into your waking life. Take a few moments to bask in this newfound understanding and peace. You may like to repeat these meditation steps for 2 to 3 times more. Remember message of sage Ashtavakra, even after hearing that the self is pure consciousness, supremely beautiful, how can one yet be deeply entangled in sensuous objects and thus become impure? As you open your eyes, you feel a profound connection with your true nature, filled with serenity and wisdom. Summary chart on screen represents key teachings you just have grasped during your journey in this meditation. The teachings about journey of self-discovery continue to resonate within you, guiding you on your spiritual journey, till we move on to next verse. To stay updated with our latest videos and receive timely notifications, please subscribe to our channel and activate notifications by clicking the bell icon. This way, you will never miss out on our latest content delivered directly to your timeline.